Hey everybody, my name is Dan. I'm a psychiatric drug survivor and a coach, and I help people recover their lives from prescription drug damage. I'm here today to talk about my experience with tapering gabapentin. This is something that a lot of people deal with. It's a source of a lot of anxiety for many of you who either have come off of a benzo or you're tapering a benzo and you've been put on gabapentin at some point. And a lot of people are polydrugged, so they're on multiple prescription medications, and gabapentin is oftentimes one of them. And it can cause a lot of anxiety for people because you hear so many horror stories of how hard it is to come off of gabapentin. And I've seen the posts, I've been on the groups, I've had people message me, I've had people say that, coming off of gabapentin was just as hard, if not harder, than coming off of antidepressants and benzodiazepines. And I'm not here to disparage anybody's experience or say that that's not true for them. However, for me, coming off of gabapentin was apples and oranges compared to coming off of benzos, mood stabilizers, and antidepressants. It was so much easier. And now, I'm not advocating that anybody uses gabapentin. I'm not saying you should add this to your regimen of prescription drugs. I'm not advocating that anybody takes gabapentin or any other drug. All I am here to do is simply share my experience with coming off of gabapentin and to tell you that for me, it was it was night and day compared to coming off of the other psychiatric drugs that I was on. Now, that being said, the other psychiatric drugs that I was on, I came off of very rapidly in 9 days. Gabapentin, I tapered over a period of 18 months. So I'm sure that long taper had a lot to do with the fact that it was much easier to come off of. But even so, a lot of people really struggle in their taper and have a lot of horrible, debilitating side effects when they're coming off of psychiatric medication. And I did not have that with gabapentin. I was on 1,200 milligrams, and I got put on gabapentin when I was taken off of benzodiazepines and the other drugs that I was on. So I was given that to basically, it kept my head above water. It gave me just enough stability when I came off of benzos and the other drugs that I could function, and it brought me back out of psychosis, and it gave me a chance to heal. So for me, I know that the gabapentin worked. I know that it helped me. And I know that I was healing the entire time that I was taking it. I took it for about 3 to 3.5 years post coming off of everything else. So I came off the cocktail of drugs that I was on in 2015. So from 2015 to 2018, I took the gabapentin. And the reason I took it that long was because I tried to come off earlier in 2016, and it wasn't time yet. When I tried to come off the gabapentin in 2016, I had horrible debilitating symptoms. And so I just gave myself a softer landing, and I figured, let me take it for as long as I need to, and hopefully I'll heal along the way. And I did heal along the way. So I began my taper in 2018. I was on 1,200 milligrams, and I figured I would just taper at 100 milligrams a month, and it would take me a year. It would take me 12 months, and hopefully at the end of a year, I would be off of it. I told my doctor this was my plan, and she agreed with me and said, that's fine. She was on board with it and said, go at your own pace. Thankfully. So I did. Now, it took me 18 months to come off of the gabapentin because there were some months that it got a little too intense and I had to hold for a couple months and then, start again with my taper. So 18 months it took me. And at the end of the 18 months, when I finally jumped, I was good. I came off that last day that I took gabapentin, the last 100 milligrams, and I was able to successfully do it. And I'm not going to say that it was completely, a cakewalk the entire time. There were times when I made a cut that I felt really irritable, I felt really anxious, And it was always, it was just scary because you don't know how your body's going to react. It's just kind of, sometimes it's a crapshoot and you don't know what to expect. But having said that, it was so much easier than coming off of the benzodiazepines, the 5 milligrams of Klonopin, the lamotrigine, the Pristiq, the Suboxone. It was so much easier than that. So I just wanted to say that. I wanted to give you my experience because quite a few people have been asking me about it. I know it's kind of a contentious topic in the benzo community. Again, I'm not advocating that anybody takes gabapentin. I'm not telling you to go ask your doctor for it. I'm not saying it's going to help you heal. I'm just sharing my experience. For me, I did heal while I was taking it, and it kept my head above water so that I could give myself a softer landing because I was ripped off of all of my meds in 9 days. All right, I was more of an extreme case. So having the gabapentin added to the mix for me gave me an opportunity to heal for those next 3 years and 3.5 years until I came off of it. So I know that it helped me. I know that it was so much easier to get off of than the other ones. And I'm actually grateful for it. I'm grateful because I don't think there was any other way I could have gotten through it. If I had not have been put on the gabapentin, it took away the psychosis. It alleviated my symptoms just enough. It took the edge off for me, and everybody's journey looks different. We all have to try to make the best decisions we can for ourselves. I'm all about self-empowerment, doing what's best for you, each individual, because we're all so different. Okay, so if you are somebody who's taking it, will you have the same experience that I did tapering it and coming off of? I don't know. Again, everybody is so different. I don't know that it's going to be the exact same for you, but if you are taking it and you're worried that you're going to have the exact same reaction that you would coming off of benzos, I'm here to say that's not my experience. My experience coming off of gabapentin was radically different. So I hope this video helps you. Again, I made it because so many people have been asking me about it lately, and I just wanted to come on, share my experience with it. I hope it helps you in some way. I love you guys. If there's anything I can do, any other topic, please let me know. You can find links for coaching on my website, or there's a link tree in the description box down below. Just click that little tab and you can find all my links down there. I love you guys, and keep going. I'll see you in the next video.